Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Football Hypes here, and in today's video we are going to be continuing with our AFC Wimbledon Road to Glory career in Soccer Manager 2020. But before we get into today's video, if you are new to the channel, go and subscribe and do not forget to turn that notification bell on to be a part of the notification squad. And here is today's notification shout out. If you want a chance of getting a notification shout out in the next video, leave a comment in the comment section below, and please go and drop a like on this video. Likes always help out the video a lot. It gets the video out there for everybody to see. So let's get straight into the video. So we are going to be continuing with our AFC Wimbledon Road to Glory career in Soccer Manager 2020. We recently got promoted to the second division of England, the Football Championship, and our goal for this series is to not only win the Premier League title, but we're also going to try and win the Champions League. But our main target for this episode and season is we are going to try and get promotion to the Premier League, and hopefully we can just make it to the promotion playoffs, or maybe even get automatic promotion through first and second place. But if you have not seen episode 1 of the AFC Wimbledon Road to Glory career, go check it out. The link will be in the description to that. I recommend you go and check it out. But we are going to look at the 3 teams that won the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Premier League. So I believe that the Champions League did go to Real Madrid last season again, and the Europa League did go to Liverpool, surprisingly, and the Premier League title, of course, also went to Liverpool. But let's stop talking about the trophies that we have not won yet, and let's get on with the season. We are not exactly where we left off from last season. I kind of skipped through the friendly matches because nobody really cares about those, but I think it is time to sell some players because the current players that we have in this squad I don't think are good enough. Well, most of them. So let us look at some of the players that we can sell. So Thomas does look like a player we can sell, including Kalambai, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Going down, Wagstaff is another player that we can sell because he is currently 30, and I don't think he's going to grow and develop much, so we might as well just get rid of him now. So McLaughlin does look like another player we can sell. He is a striker, including Ross Crowe. So those are 5 players that we will be selling this season because they are not good enough to be in this league. Now, moving on to the tactics and the formation. Now, I think we can keep this as it is because these tactics and including the formation has been absolutely amazing for us because we have been unbeaten, so we can keep it that way. Now, let's look at players we need to sell. So it does look like we need a striker for this season, including a center back and a right back, but we only have 2 million to spend. Look at our trash transfer budget. It's absolutely atrocious. I don't know how we're going to make use of that now this season. I think we have the lowest transfer budget in the second division of England, the Football Championship. We're going to have to make use of that now and sign 3 decent players. So yeah, I'm going to go sign the players that we need in those 3 positions. So I will be right back once I've signed those players. So I signed 3 players we needed in those key positions. I signed a striker, a center back, and a right back. Our striker is Luna, our center back is Arroyo, and our right back is Balanta. And these 3 players will improve our team going forward. And I don't think it is necessary to sign any more players from here on. If it is necessary, we will make a few more signings in the January transfer window. Now it's time to change the training schedule. So this is the training schedule we did use last season, and it wasn't so effective for us because it didn't really grow or develop our players much. So I think we kind of need to spice it up a bit and maybe change it so that it will be effective for our players and they can grow and develop a little bit better. So I've spiced up the training schedule a little bit, and hopefully, just hopefully, this training schedule is a little bit more effective than the previous training schedule we were making use of, because the previous training schedule that we were making use of didn't seem to really be too effective on growing and developing our players. So hopefully this one is a little bit more effective, and this is the training schedule we will be using for the rest of the season. And that's that. We won't be signing any more players for the rest of the season, and only if it is necessary we will be signing some more players in the January transfer window, and that is only if it is necessary. And we will also only be changing the tactics if that is necessary as well. But we're going to make use of what we have right now, and hopefully we succeed. But our very first game of the season is up against Blackburn Rovers. Not an easy game, but let the season begin. The very first game of the season is against Blackburn Rovers, and like I said, this is not going to be an easy game because Blackburn Rovers, I think, are one of the tougher teams in this league. And there they go, they've already scored. It is 1-0 to Blackburn Rovers. Not looking too good so far, and I think we're gonna have to make a few substitutions. So we can bring on Appiah in place of Pigott because it doesn't look like Pigott is having such a great game, and McDonald in place of Nightingale, and hopefully these two players will impact the game. And it is 2-0 to Blackburn Rovers. I don't think this is going to be a win for us, but we have scored. Hopefully we can equalize and maybe just pull off a draw here, and that is 3-1 to Blackburn Rovers. Not a great start for us to the season. Absolutely awful, but let's move on to the next game and let's hope the next result will be a little bit better. We are up against Sheffield United away from home, and Sheffield United are one of the best teams in the league right now because they were relegated from the Premier League last season, and so far so good. They've just equalized, so not so far so good anymore, but it is 1-1, so that's not bad because they are clearly one of the better teams in the league. And if we do manage to pull off a result here, that is a massive achievement for us and the team. So hopefully we can manage to win here because that will be absolutely amazing. But it is 1-1 so far, and maybe we could just score a goal before the game ends, and we do. That is 2-1, and it looks like we are going to win, and we have just beaten, I think, one of the best teams in the league right now. What a great result. Let's move on to the next game. Now we are up against Huddersfield Town at home, and Huddersfield Town are actually a mid-table team, and I wouldn't be too surprised if we beat them. And if we don't beat them, that's going to be a little bit embarrassing, so hopefully we can maybe pull off a result here. And so far it is 0-0, and we have picked up a red card. Ario has gotten a red card, so let's just make our tactics a little bit more defensive so we don't end up conceding too much. But it is now half time and it is 0-0, but we have a red card. That is not a good thing, so let's bring on Appiah in place of Pigott, and let's bring on Nightingale in place of McDonald, and let's just hope these two players can actually impact the game a little bit more, and maybe, just maybe, we could score a goal and maybe park the bus until the end of the game and we could maybe just win it. But so far it's 0-0, and at this point in time I wouldn't be too upset if we get a draw. And we have scored. Hopefully we can pull off the result to the end of the game, and we have won 1-0 with a red card. That is insane. I'm actually really happy with that result. So we are currently just past halfway through the season, and as you can see, we are in the January transfer window. But let's just take a look at the table, and as you can see, we are first in the league. That is absolutely insane. We have 26 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. I do believe that that 1 loss did come from the very beginning of the season against Blackburn Rovers, I think it was, and we sadly did lose that game. But it's not such a big deal because we are currently first in the league with 81 points, 15 points ahead of second place Aston Villa, and we have a very healthy lead at the moment, and hopefully we can just maintain first place until the end of the season, because if we do, we will find ourselves in the Premier League next season. But let's just stay positive, and I have a good feeling we will get promoted. But let's just take a look at our team. These are the players we've been using from the very beginning of the season, and as you can see, these players aren't actually that great, and I think we have some of the worst players in the league. But thanks to our formation and our tactics, I don't think we would be in our current position where we are in the league right now without the tactics that we're using right now and the formation. But the players that we are currently using, I'm really happy with. I don't think we need to sign any more players because we've done extremely well so far, and I think we can leave the signings for the beginning of next season. But for the tactics and the formation, we can keep them exactly as they are, because I don't think we would be where we are in the league right now without these tactics and the formation, so that can stay exactly as it is. But hopefully we can just keep this lead until the rest of the season, and we will have Premier League football next season. But we have another half of the season to play, so let the season continue. Leeds United, another team that is fighting for promotion, but let us be the team that prevents them from getting promoted to the Premier League next season, because it is crucial that we win this game, because that means we will go 18 points clear of Aston Villa. But so far so good. We are 2-1 up at the first half, and it looks very good so far. But we need to make a few substitutions just to make sure that we keep this lead till the rest of the game, so that we don't give it away. Let's bring in Pinnock in place of Rodriguez, because Rodriguez doesn't look like he's having such a great game. And let's bring in Garrick, a youth promotion that we got recently. He looks pretty decent, so let's bring him on. And let's keep the tactics the way they are. They look fine. And let's see how we go into the second half. So far it is 2-1 to us, and it is now 3-1. Appiah has scored 2 goals, but they've scored their second now. Hopefully we can just keep this lead till the rest of the game, and it looks like we are, and we have won. We've beaten Leeds United 3-2, another great result. Let's move on to the next game. We are up against Nottingham Forest away from home, and to be honest, Nottingham Forest aren't actually that great, but we have scored already. Medina has scored. It is 1-0 to us, and so far it is looking good. Hopefully we can keep this lead going into the first half, and we can. So far it is 1-0, and let's make a few substitutions. So let's bring on Pinnock in place of Rodriguez, and maybe let's just bring in Appiah in place of Pickett, and hopefully these two substitutions can maybe impact the game in the second half, and maybe we can just score some more goals or just keep the lead. And I just hope we don't give this lead away. And it is 2-1. They've scored a goal, so it's 2-1 to us so far, and they've equalized. That is not good. That is really not good. But it looks like it is going to be a draw this game, and it's not too bad. I'm not happy or angry about the result, but it is a draw. Let's just move on. Wigan Athletic, a team that is at the bottom of the table and is fighting relegation. I really expect to win this game, and so far it's going absolutely amazing because we've already scored 2 goals. Luna has scored both goals, and I think he's been absolutely worth the money because he's been absolutely brilliant this season. But let's make a few substitutions. Let's bring on Pinnock in place of Rodriguez, and let's maybe bring in McDonald in place of Nightingale because he does have a yellow card. But let's just hope these 2 players impact the second half, and maybe we can just keep the lead and maybe not give any goals away, maybe get a clean sheet. But so far it's looking good because we have scored our 3rd goal, but we have given away a goal. Evans has scored, and we have picked up a red card. Ngonga, our best defender, has gotten a red card. Let's just change our tactics a little bit more defensive because I don't want to give any more goals away and then maybe lose the game. But let's just hope we can keep this lead until the end of the game. And they have scored another goal, but we did win indeed. Very tight, but overall a great result. So the season has come to an end, and we're just going to take a quick review of the season. So if we take a look at the league table here, as you can see, we have won the league title with 123 points and a goal difference of 65. That is absolutely insane. But most importantly, we have won 39 games, drawn 6, and lost 1. Yes, we did lose to Blackburn Rovers at the very beginning of the season, but that doesn't really matter because we still won the league title and we went beyond expectation. I didn't even expect us to make it into the top 6 with the quality of our players. I mean, if you take a look at our players, they aren't even that great. I think we have some of the worst players in the league, but we still did extremely well with them. And I think that the formation and the tactics played a big part in that, a massive part actually. I don't think we would be where we are right now without the formation and the tactics we were using, so that definitely played a big part. But let's just take a look at some of the trophies that some other teams won. I do believe that the FA Cup and the League Cup did go to Manchester City again this season. They did win it last season, and the FA Cup and the League Cup, and they've won it yet again this season, so no surprise there. But the Champions League and the Europa League, we will take a look at the teams that have won that in the next episode, including the Premier League champions. We will only know who the Premier League champions are in the next episode. But let's just take a look at some of the awards that the individual players got this season. So let's take a look at the Football League Championship Playmaker. That was awarded to Ribeiro from Nottingham Forest, and the Football League Championship Golden Glove goes to Kalinic from Aston Villa, and the Football League Championship Golden Boot goes to Wesley Moraes from Aston Villa as well. And the Football League Championship Team of the Year, let's see if there are any of our players in the Team of the Year. And it looks like Haugaard has made it there again, yet again. I mean, he was in the Team of the Year last season as well, and he has made it to the Team of the Year again. I'm surprised there has been none of our other players that have made it to the Team of the Year, because we are the champions, so I'm surprised that none of our other players made it into the Team of the Year. But congratulations to Haugaard. And let's take a look at some of the other awards. So the Football League Player of the Year will be awarded to Wesley Moraes from Aston Villa. Now, the Club Player of the Year, who will that go to? I mean, it doesn't look like Haugaard is here, so who will that go to? It will go to Miguel Medina, so congratulations to Miguel Medina. But we will find ourselves in the Premier League next season. But that'll be it for episode 2. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please go and drop a like on this video. Likes always help out the video a lot. It gets the video out there for everybody to see. And if you are new to the channel, go and subscribe, and do not forget to turn that notification bell on to be a part of the notification squad. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below to have a chance of getting a notification shout out in the next video. And please go and do me a favor, share this video with others, go share this with your friends, go share this with your family, go share this with whoever. It doesn't really matter. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.